Hi there! Well, it is time for August favorites, and as always I have a variety of products to share with you, both beauty and lifestyle, and this month I also have a fail that I want to talk to you about. These are my favorite videos to film for you. I look forward to them each month, and this month is no different. I have some things that I am really excited about. So let me go ahead and just get this fail out of the way first so we can set that aside and start talking about some better things. So recently Ulta had their hair product sale. They had their jumbo sizes on sale, and I decided to stock up not only on my favorite shampoo and conditioner, but also some hairspray. So this is something I hadn't used in quite a while, and now I'm kind of reminded why. So I picked up a couple bottles of the Sebastian Shaper Plus hairspray. I think these were on sale for $10 each, so I thought it was a good deal on this size. I just don't care for it. I don't like the way the product smells. I don't like the way that it works. I think it's making my hair a little bit greasy, as a matter of fact. It just does not work well for me. And then I'm just noticing that really strong, very sort of old hairspray smell, the kind of hairspray you used to get with Aquanet or something years ago. So I just don't care for it. I am going to be using it up. I figure I'll just use it when I wear my hair like this in an updo, when maybe it doesn't matter quite as much, but definitely not something that I look forward to, and it's not something I would repurchase. Okay, so let's move on to more fun things. I'm going to start with my beauty product favorites this month. So the first thing I should talk to you about is a nail polish. It is the one that I'm wearing today. This is an old favorite for many of you, but it's something that was new to me. So this is Essie Ballet Slippers. I really just have been into neutral and nude nail polishes recently, and this is one that's sort of a cult classic people have been talking about for years, but I never picked it up. So I love Essie polishes, and this one's no different. I've really been enjoying this. It's a very light white milky pink on me, and it does have a nice formula. I use just a couple of coats. I get a somewhat sheer finish, somewhere between sheer and opaque, so it's not too sheer, but you're definitely not getting a full opaque coverage. But I really do like it, and it's a lot easier for me to work with than some of my other more sheer Essie polishes like Mademoiselle, which I tend to have to do 3 coats with. So I have been enjoying this quite a bit this month. And then the other thing I wanted to mention to you was something that was brought to my attention by my friend Elle, and she found this in a video. I believe it was from Marlena Makeup Geek. So this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe. I really have loved this month. My holy grail brow product is still the Anastasia Brow Pomade, but this is really nice for days when I want to do something really quick. I just need to run out, and I don't want to leave the house without my brows because I really have to fill them in each day. And so this is a great way to do that very, very quickly. The other way that I've also been using it quite a bit is on the days when I'm using my brow pomade, but maybe I'm having a bad brow day and I've got some bare areas that I just don't seem to be able to fill in. I like to take this pencil and go back over and kind of fill in some of those areas. If I find that it's a really good match, it works really well for doing that, and it kind of speeds up my brow routine and kind of helps for those days when they just don't seem to want to cooperate. Now, some people have mentioned they feel like this formula is a little bit drier than the Anastasia Brow Pencil or some of the others. I tend to agree with that. However, the last couple of Anastasia Brow Pencils that I've gotten have actually been a little on the drier side. So for me, they're a little bit more similar in texture to the Anastasia. Ones that I find they're a little bit softer and smoother have been the Clinique Superfine Liner for Brows or the MAC Eyebrows in Fling. But for the price on this and the availability, knowing that I can get this on great sales at Ulta, this is something that I will continue to repurchase. I've really been enjoying it. So thank you, Elle, for bringing that to my attention. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is a new lip balm product. So normally this time of year, I need to replace my nighttime lip treatment. So for a long time, all I bought was the Chorus Lip Butter, which I still love. That is a holy grail product for me. But most recently, I bought the Bite Agave Lip Mask. I've almost finished that up, so it was time for something new. So this year, I decided to buy a new product from Fresh. So this is the Fresh Sugar Nourishing Lip Balm Advanced Therapy. So it comes in this little pot with a screw-on lid, and it is not as thick of a formula as other nighttime products that I've used. It does work very well. I've really been enjoying it. kind of what I do each year is I plan to purchase my new nighttime lip treatment while I'm on vacation visiting my family in Iowa. It is a much drier climate than what I'm used to at home, so it really gives me a chance to test out a lip product. Not only that, but I've traveled by air, so I'm a little bit more dehydrated. My skin needs a lot more moisture, and my lips certainly need more moisture. So it's a really good way for me to test out and see just how well something is going to hydrate my lips. So this really impressed me. I'm getting the benefits that I got from the By Terry Balm de Rose, which I loved, but I did not like the fragrance of that whatsoever. I don't like rose scented products. So while I thought that that was probably one of the best performing lip balms I had used, I would not repurchase it just because of the smell. But I am finding that I'm getting very similar results with this, but in a fragrance and I guess a bit of a taste that I don't mind. It doesn't really have an obvious taste, but there is a little bit of a menthol mintiness to this, almost like a sugar, maybe vanilla, menthol kind of combo, but I don't find any of that menthol or mint to be drying. I find it's very pleasant on my lips. I wake up, my lips are very hydrated. They're a little bit more full. This is not a thick product, so if it's something that you wanted to use underneath your lipstick daily, you could certainly do that as well. I don't tend to carry something like this in my purse just because I don't like this sort of format for a daily lip balm, but I really, really have enjoyed this. It is a little pricey. I think it was about $30, but it is something that will last me quite a while using it just at night. So probably about a year for me is usually what I get out of something like this. So we will see. Okay, my next favorite is my favorite of the favorites for beauty products this month. I am so excited about this. So this is the Aveeno Sheer Hydration Daily Moisturizing Lotion. So I needed a new body lotion. I don't like anything that's too heavy, too thick, or greasy, or oily, or anything like that, especially because it's so humid where I live. It seems like everything that I put on my skin when I go outside later on, no matter how well I think that it may have sunk into my skin, I can just start to feel it. If I cross my legs, they almost slip off of each other because they're so greasy, and it just sends shivers down my spine. I can't stand it. So when I saw this out and about shopping, I was really intrigued by it. I actually came home and read some reviews on it first before I purchased it. So it says that it absorbs in seconds with a powder-like feel. I feel like that's a little bit of an overstatement. I don't think it absorbs in seconds, but it does absorb very, very quickly. Now, if you are someone that has more normal skin like I do, who just needs a bit of hydration, even in maybe the colder winter months, this is probably going to be a perfect product for you. If you are someone that has very intensely dry skin, this may not be enough. I think this is, for me, the absolute perfect amount of hydration. I was getting a little bit of itchiness on my arms and legs because I sort of had been avoiding body lotion because I didn't like that greasy feel. So now that I've started using this, I am back to religiously putting this on twice a day. It makes my skin feel really, really just balanced, very soft without being greasy, and it does sink in so quickly that I can get dressed really quickly without having my clothes sort of stick to me as I'm trying to put pants and things on. I would give it more than a few seconds. I usually apply it and then maybe 10 minutes later or so I get dressed, but I really cannot say enough good things about this. It is fragrance free. Doesn't mean that there is absolutely no scent to it, but it does smell a lot like other Aveeno products, just a very neutral kind of smell. It's not chemically, it doesn't smell artificial, it's just sort of, it's just very, very neutral. It's very hard to explain. It really doesn't smell like much of anything I can describe, but I absolutely do not notice it once it's applied. So really, really recommend this. So this is the Sheer Hydration. Great, great product. Okay, now let's move into some of my lifestyle favorites. My first lifestyle favorite still borders on beauty just a little bit, so I thought that I would talk to you about it first. I use this for traveling, so that's why I sort of put it in the lifestyle category, but it's something I really enjoyed on our most recent trip. So this is a cosmetics or toiletry bag that I picked up at Walgreens. It's from Studio 35 Beauty. It was $10, and it was such a great idea for this trip. So we were able to fit all of our toiletries in this bag. It's set up on the counter really, really nicely. It's very heavy duty PVC, very well constructed, and it was really nice just to be able to see everything inside of here. So it is pretty generously sized. I didn't have to worry about how much I was going to be able to fit in here. I had plenty of room for the toiletries that we needed, and then a little bit of extra space. It's also got the zipper compartment here on the front, which is also another nice place if you want to keep anything separate down here in the front. But just a really good price for a very nice little case. This is something I can definitely see myself getting quite a bit of use out of on future trips, and it just, I thought, was pretty neat, so I wanted to share it with you. But very inexpensive and very, very handy. Okay, so this probably won't be any surprise, but I shared with you the makeup that I was going to be taking on our trip, and I was just wild about my new makeup bag, and I still am after the trip. It worked out so well. So this is the Tumi Lima Journey Voyager cosmetic bag. I just love this little thing. I love the size of it. I love the organization on the inside. So let me go ahead and zip this open for you. But this worked out so great. I didn't have to pick and choose. I fit absolutely everything that I needed in here. I love the way that it's organized. You've got your larger section up here with a pull down U-shaped zippered compartment, and then you've got two smaller ones down here. It fits so much stuff. I will link to the video that I did showing everything I carried in this. I fit so much stuff, and then I was able to just lay this down in the area that I was getting ready, and it worked out really nicely just to be able to see everything. You've got these nice clear dividers so you can see what's inside, but it keeps it all separate. So this is my new favorite makeup bag. I love bags, so I can't say this will be the last one that I ever buy, but for right now, this is probably the most perfect one that I have yet. It was just perfect for what I needed, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so I kind of have a theme this month. I have quite a few new bags, but the next one is actually a wallet. This is a wallet that I think I can safely say I've had at least 8 of over the years. I know that sounds crazy, but they always come out with new colors of these every year. So this is the Hobo International Lauren wallet. I had my first one many, many years ago, and I've been addicted to them ever since. So this is my latest one. I finally traded in my Nordstrom zip around wallet. I wanted to go back to the style. I just love it. It is the perfect wallet for me. And I might do an entire video just on this because I really think that due to its popularity, it might be nice just to be able to take you on a tour of it. But this is a color that I actually picked up on eBay this time around. I really like this. This was their 10th anniversary. They say it's just their traditional leather, but this is more of a patent leather to me. Somewhere between a patent and a traditional. It's got a glossy finish to it. But I've been really into this sort of bright berry color lately, and so I just love this wallet. It's so nicely organized. There's a spot for everything. It's very, very well thought out. It's got these two sections up here, but if you are interested in seeing a really complete review and tour of this wallet, I'd be happy to do that for you because I do think they're fantastic. Obviously, I've had so many of them, but I just thought I would share this with you because this is probably the favorite color that I've gotten so far, and I've had some really, really cute ones over the years, but gotta always keep coming back to the Hobo International wallets. These are great. So, okay, and finally, because I do every month, I have a couple of food favorites to share with you. The next one has definitely become a problem for me. I am okay with admitting that I have an addiction to these. These are the Snap Pea Crisps in black pepper. So I was a big fan of just the regular lightly salted Snap Pea Crisps, and then the black pepper came into my life. My store had these on sale. I had not tried any of the flavors. I was perfectly happy with the original. But now that I picked these up, they are my new favorite. They do have a little bit of a zip to them, a little bit of a zing. If you're not really into spicy flavors, you may not care for this, but I don't think that it really lingers. It's not so hot that you have to drink water or anything like that after it, but it does give you a nice bit of flavor, a nice bit of zip, and I'm going crazy for these. I told my husband if there's such a thing as green pea toxicity, I might be in danger of getting it because I've been eating so many of these, but they are so good, I can't stop. And finally, one of our absolute favorites this month was our trip back to Iowa to visit my family. We got to see my parents, my grandparents. We got to visit the Iowa State Fair, which was a fabulous day. But one of the things that we really look forward to on that trip are my mom's lemon ginger muffins. Now, she's given this recipe to me many years ago, but I have purposely never made them because it is something that my husband and I look so forward to having when we're there. It's just special. It's not something that I want to eat all year round because then it would lose the excitement. I just don't want to have it here all the time. I really want to look forward to that when we visit. but she was kind enough to allow me to share her recipe with you. These are, in my opinion, the most delicious muffins that I have ever had. They're just perfect. You've got the freshness of lemon, you've got the taste of ginger. These are moist and just a perfect muffin. So I am going to link to her recipe. I will put that on my blog so that you can make it if you would like, but I just cannot recommend these to you enough. It is just a delicious, absolutely wonderful muffin recipe, and we eat these the entire time that we're there. She makes enough so we can at least have 2 to 3 of them every single day, and we eat all of them. So those are my favorites for the month of August. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye-bye.